Good morning everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. I hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video right here this Saturday morning on Bitcoin. We're going to do a full update. We'll talk about the technicals, we'll talk about the fundamentals a little bit as well. I mean, the fundamentals at this point of time obviously are pretty good. Yesterday we had a bit of a pullback with equities at the end of the day, but that's normal as well, right? And if you take a look at equities right now, and if you zoom out a little bit on them, like if you take a look at the S&P 500, like yes, did we have a pullback? Yes. But this is still in a massive uptrend, right? And if you take a look at something like the Coinbase Bitcoin Premium yesterday, that was at the highest levels I've seen in a very long time. So I cannot be anything but optimistic about the markets. I have to say with Bitcoin that I perhaps expected a pullback a little bit too often last week. But hopefully, hopefully that did not prevent you from longing anything. And I also said in every video that I was still very positive about the markets. And that I did expect a pullback, and I still kind of do. I still see enough indications or enough things in the price that make me say, you know, I think a pullback is healthy, and I think we're closer to a pullback than to the bottom, and that's what I said yesterday as well. But I still think these market circumstances are good, and I still think these market circumstances are market circumstances you want to long in and not short in. Definitely not. And I think you should also, regardless of whether Bitcoin is going to pull back, yes or no, which again, like if you take a look at the price action right here, we're at a significant resistance level. There's a lot of leverage in the price. I've said this for the last 2 days and we did not pull back, but ultimately at some point of time we are going to pull back, and you can see all those imbalances to the downside. So a pullback, in my opinion, is coming. And right now we also have a high volume candle with a point of control here at the top. That very often signals a liquidation spike that was very different from what we had Thursday evening. As you can see, then the point of control was at the bottom, so that was more of a liquidation spike down on the lower time frames. But this all looks great. But regardless of Bitcoin pulling back here or not, and we'll talk about some potential areas we can pull back into, I would still look for long setups. And I, this morning in the Signal group, so where I share my trades, I also shared those. But okay, so it's weekend markets. Weekend markets are very often slightly, what you call it, are slightly quiet. Maybe after such a bullish week like we had last week, it's also an expectation, or it's also a possibility that we'll see some de-risking. I would say that's normal. In general, like I said, I think you should be prepared for a move up. In my opinion, the level, kind of the bearish line in the sand here short term would be 123,500. Like if we're able to reclaim that level, like if we get some good news, good geopolitical news over the course of this weekend, that's a possibility. Do I think that's likely? No. I think yesterday we already got some positive geopolitical news, and that caused some more bullish momentum. Ultimately, I think breaking above that is not most likely. I think it's more likely that we're going to pull back into this fair value gap, into this level right here between 121 and 120,000. And then from there, it very much depends on the reaction. If we get a weak reaction there, like if I do not see new bidding coming in there, the next level to drop down into is right here between 118 and 117,000. Lower than that, for now, I don't expect. 115,000 yesterday was very much the level I was looking at. I would say that's rather low when we're talking about pullback areas here, and there's such a strong level right here. You can see it's the point of control of the previous range that Bitcoin has been in since the 16th of July. It's very strong, and then we also have the 7-day rolling VWAP, and it's also a respected key level, right? So I would say something like this is actually a little bit more likely. But like I said, it depends on the reaction to 121 and 120. If we get a very strong reaction there, if we get some bad news, I could see us going higher short term as well. But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know about Bitcoin for now. So if you do have any questions, anything, let me know down in the comments. I am not certain whether I'll be back with a middle of the day market update later today. It depends on the price action, but if anything notably happens today, I will be. So hopefully I'll see you there. But for now, that's it. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.